Tonight we're going to talk about something that's a pain in the ass probably to everybody, is the government shutdown. Well, it's not that much of a pain in the ass, to be honest with you. But it is kind of a bizarre, that what the Democrats want. They actually want free health care for illegal aliens. I'm sorry. No. Sorry, not sorry. No, if you're an illegal alien, you should get nothing. Not a citizen. No welfare. No health care. And you have no constitutional rights if you're not a citizen. Bottom line. The left try to say, oh, they're violating their constitutional rights. Constitutional rights only apply if you're a citizen of the United States. If you're not a citizen of the United States, you don't have constitutional rights. You have the right to leave. Yeah, the government shutdown. It sucks, but it's manageable. Yeah, my opinion is simple. The Democrats shut down the government. Well, this is on them. All because, they wanted free health care for illegal aliens. I'm sorry, no. Sorry, not sorry. So, keeping that in mind, has the government shutdown affected you? Or it hasn't? Well, if you don't like it, you can go someplace else, coon. Yes. Here's the thing. Well, while you're here, coon, can I ask you something? Okay. This is a good question for you. If the left and the right cannot get along in this country, how you doing, Edward? Okay, if the left and right can't get along in this country, should we have separate countries? It's obviously we don't see eye to eye. I've asked, a liberal woman this once. No, I'm just asking, if you're on the left, okay? We got a few leftists here. I know the leftist trolls, Come on now. So if you're on the left, okay, if we don't see eye to eye, if we want to run, why not? That's not the question I'm asking, GI. So in America, this country is so divided between the left and the right, then why not have separate countries? Why not? I am all support for basically California seceding from the Union. Goodbye. Don't care. That's so true, Edward. We don't need California. I don't think we do. I think we can live. I think we can survive without it. How you doing, Sabrina? There is no other name under heaven but Jesus. Sabrina's here. We got all the people. So I'm asking to the liberals out there, okay, obviously this kind of system where one side rules for a period of time and the other side rules for another period of time isn't working. And I can see this. It's not working. Democrats and Republicans, left and right, they're not going to get along. They see the world differently. We're divided. So, never been to prison, Latin. So, Emperor Kuhn, I got this question for you. If the left and right see the world so differently, okay, why don't we separate? Why don't we have separate countries and borders? It's obviously we want to run things differently. So you liberals, maybe it's for the best that we kind of peacefully, when there's irreconcilable differences, what happens in a marriage when there's irreconcilable differences? There's a divorce, right? This government shutdown just shows us that the left and the right just don't get along. We see the world differently. We govern differently. And this whole, like one side rules for a period of time, the other side, it's not working. So I'm asking you. Well, if you believe that, would you be okay? If you believe that, wouldn't you rather have us have our own country where we can, where you may think we're wrong, but if we had our own country, would it bother you? No, man. If we separate it into our own country, no, man, it wouldn't be a problem now, wouldn't it? No. Let's say, if we separate it into let's say we have one side of the country, you have one of yours. You may think we're wrong, but at least we could be wrong. At least you could think we're wrong, and we're not governing you. We're not basically imposing our will on you, and you're not imposing. We're not imposing our will on, and you're not imposing your will on us. Okay? Wouldn't that be a better solution, like a two-state solution for America? It's obviously this whole left and right, election thing. It's not working. It's just not working. I think that the best solution would be separation. To split up the country into like separate countries, and that's because either one side's going to rule over the other. You know what I mean? And it doesn't work. It's basically a powder keg ready to go off. Maybe the solution to get rid of this powder keg is to basically have separate countries. Is it really, Marty? Texas is already moving to secede, Sabrina. So secede from the Union. A lot, so a lot. There's a secessionist movement in Texas. Definitely. Well, Florida could Florida, and a lot of the red states could actually be their own country, along with the blue states. So it would basically cool things off a little bit if we had separate countries. Thank you, Uncle. Thank you, Andy. So I'm just asking the left here. I'm asking the left, okay? It's obviously this shutdown just shows us that the left and the right don't see eye to eye. We're not going to get along. That's how I bought it. Prion. Yeah, but hey, do you think that maybe, maybe not? Let's see if the red states are poor or not. Let's find out. Let's see what happens, Oh, I think Texas and Florida could actually be a part of the new red state countries. So I think they would get along quite fine. Similar laws, No, they don't. No, they don't, Patrick. Exactly. So to the leftists out there, would you support breaking up into separate countries? Stupid. Is it that stupid? Really, Torn? Is it really that stupid? I think it's a possibility. Yeah, go Samurai. Oh, I think it is feasible. It's a big country. A lot of land. Amen, Mike. I don't think the union can stand this way. How you doing, Butler? It's not a matter of the fact that I want it, Kilgore. It's basically, I see that's the only solution to basically cool off the powder keg. It's obviously from this government shutdown that the left and the right are just not going to get along. And they're not going to see eye to eye on a damn thing. So it becomes imperative, that maybe we need a national divorce. Maybe the United States cannot be united. If the United States is not united, if we're so divided in this country right now, and there's literally the beginnings of civil war going on between the left and the right. I mean, come on. It has to be said that maybe, just maybe it's time for a national divorce. So true, Kilgore. So, that's all I can say. I mean, yeah, I know that. And this is the problem in perspective, Ventures. I can tell that you're on the left. But like I said, this is the reason why the left and the right need a national divorce. We see things so differently. We're not going to debate that. That's not what we're debating, Venturi. We're here. Things have changed. Okay? We're the people here now, Venturi. We're talking about current events. I don't know, Skippy. You forget there weren't many natives living on this land, and they were all killing each other over territory before we came. Yeah, but they were conquering each other. It's okay, Nancy. I'm having some setbacks. How you doing? Name the I cannot go into. I can't pronounce. Call you Ice. How about Show? I'll call you Show. How you doing, Show? Yeah, exactly. So all I'm saying here is that maybe it's time with this government shutdown. It's a sign that we're not a united country anymore. We're divided, bitterly divided. And to avoid bloodshed, maybe it's time to separate, have a national divorce. Might be a good idea, Detroit, but I'm talking about the left and the right just don't get along, and most of the left is far left, so all of it is. Well, unfortunately, I would, because I've been accepting Jesus in my heart. Azel, I'm a Christian. I got saved. I got baptized. Well, unfortunately, left-wing extremism exists. Look at Antifa. Well, the feds are going after Antifa. They're not going to be an organization anymore pretty soon. A lot of people are going to get arrested. Already are. So, yeah. Look what happened with Charlie Kirk, a left-wing extremist. Murdered him. So, yeah. We all fall short of the glory of God. I try. And I pray for forgiveness for my sins. We are all sinners. I don't worship idols, Skippy. Dude, no way. Either which way, to the left out there, I extend the olive branch to you to say, we don't see eye to eye. We govern differently. And this election cycle thing is not working. This election cycle is just not working. So I think the best thing to do is have a national divorce. That may be true, Sabrina. Oh, I don't. Unfortunately, we live in a time where I don't think it's going to be that easy, Kilgore. Things have changed, Kilgore, and dramatically. Unless you wanted another civil war to break out. In the last one, a lot of people died. Well, if you're tired of it, Mary Berry, let's separate. Let's have a national divorce. You can have your own country where your standards, your laws will be in place, and I could have my own country where I can live by right-wing standards and right-wing laws being in place. Is that not fair? So yeah. Amen to that, Daddy-o. Unfortunately, I do not. Unfortunately, I don't think you understand human history. When people have fundamentally different values, they don't get along. They clash. And that's not going to happen. You want a national divorce? You get a part of the country, and I get a part of the country. That's how it's going to work. The red states are ours. You can have California, a lot of the blue states, New York. We'll take the Midwestern ones. We'll take the Midwest, Texas. Yeah. I don't think that's relevant. I'm not saying I do. This is a hypothetical thing. That if we had a national divorce, these were the states that would be divided into countries. Florida would go to the right. A lot of the red states would go to the right. A lot of the blue states would go to the Democrats. So it would go without saying there would be a transfer, and well, we would have most of the Midwest, Texas. We'd have Texas. Okay. So let's say hypothetically we do have a national divorce. Yes, the red states would become their own country, and so would the blue states. I don't think so. What? He's dead? I'm not sure about that. Yeah, he's trolling. There's no way Tom is dead. Now, Bruce Willis, I think he recently passed away, didn't he? He had that brain thing. Yeah. Well, we got 31 views and only 11 likes. Make sure you get me my 12th like. 12 likes is always the goal. Thumbs up, people. 12 likes. But yeah, I think it's a good idea. Oh, there we go. We got 12 likes. That's always the goal. Oh, boy. I think we would do well, Patrick. I think the red states would survive. They have a lot of agriculture. Texas has oil. Well, yeah, thank you, Leo. Well, yeah, he's got a terrible brain degeneration, Logan. I've not been a fan of Bruce Willis. I really have been. It's sad what's happening to him. Yeah, but he's kind of brain dead right now. His mind is going. He has a rare, deadly form of dementia. Well, Scarface, we're kind of tribal, okay? Human beings by nature are tribal. Yeah, exactly. And most of the major food is produced in red states. Don't know that, do you? All the agriculture, all the food is produced in red states. A lot of natural resources are in red states. We're talking about, like minerals, metal, coal, oil. Really, I think you missed the breadbasket. Places like Kansas. Oh boy. See, you hate me that much, but when I come up with a solution, well, I think they'll have to move to whatever. If they're left leaning, they might have to move to the new blue countries. The new liberal countries. Awesome, Bong. Or awesome, James. Yes, well, that's one of the states that would probably be in the new red country. Probably be in the new more right wing country. Yeah. How you doing, Camo Campo? That's very true, Skippy. We'll manage. Exactly. Uh, so we got some good stuff here. Now my birthday is coming up. Oh boy. Well, it's not hilarious. I mean, come on now. Would it make sense? I'm just putting out a theoretical concept here. I know, Cam Kappa. So, there would be red America and there'd be blue America, and there would be two different Americas. We'll see which system works the best. I wouldn't know how. I wouldn't. That's something I don't know how to do it for starters, and it's illegal. And well, I have ancestors who did it, but. Thank you, Camo Campa. Well, you have no imagination, Detroit. All right. This is a liberal right here, Alien. Alien, would you support would you support America separating into two different countries? There's right-wing America and there's left-wing America, and now they're two different countries. Would you support a national divorce? Oh, but you got yourselves. Okay? Separation means you liberals don't have to worry about us anymore. You don't have to be mad at us. You don't have to blame us anymore. We're no longer your problem. We're no longer a problem for you. That's very good, alien. I've heard about that. Nope. We'll be on our own. Well, they can choose which side they're going to choose. Well, you can't be middle of the road. They can choose which side, where they want to go. It's not my problem. It depends if they're red or not. If they're red, no. If they're blue, yeah. Yeah, but libertarians are their philosophy is a little out of whack with human nature. Scarface, that's the problem. Human nature, libertarianism doesn't really work. I mean, I used to be a libertarian. It doesn't really work, This whole do whatever if it's not hurting anybody, just do it. It doesn't really work in the real world because human nature. Well, I'll put it this way. People would suffer on all sides, maybe economically, temporarily, but it would be a lot more peaceful than going to war and see who controls the country. Oh boy, Detroit. Thank you, James. I think the right wing would do well because we can live off the land, do what we got to do. That's very true, Sabrina. All right, we got 20 views and 18 likes. Yeah, so true, Edward. Oh boy, wouldn't I love to? I'm trying. I'm trying to get back on the land. My dream is to have a piece of land out in the middle of the wilderness. So, oh man, we got it good, don't we? Man, I tell you, you just proposed a simple question. I proposed a simple question to the left. And what do? They couldn't answer the question that would they do it? Would they not do it? I asked the liberals one question. Would you support a national divorce if it happened? Simple question. And all I got was insults. Oh no. All they got was insults, like it couldn't work. It's like this and that. I asked them, Would they be, if there was a national divorce, would they be down with it? Or wouldn't they? Really? And you still not answering my question, Logan. If there was a national divorce where the left and the right separate into two different countries, would you be okay with that, or would you be against that? I don't think that. All right. All right. That's not what I'm asking you. Oh, Edward, but that's not what I'm asking. I'm asking if there was. Would they be against it? Would the left be against it? Or would they be for it? Exactly. Savet. Exactly. I'm not saying if it works or doesn't. I'm saying, would you support it or not? Simple question. Would you support it or not? Would you be against the left and the right breaking into separate countries? Breaking into separate countries? Or would you be for it? That's what I'm asking. And you can't answer that one? You still, well, at least you gave me a straight answer. Oh, okay. You wouldn't support it, James. It doesn't matter. Yeah, Texas would probably be one of those states. Florida, Idaho, a lot of the Midwestern states. Wyoming. Uh, they would all go to the red side. That's not the scenario I'm making, James. I'm saying a national divorce. Let's say it's all legal and proper, a national divorce. Yeah, Idaho would be on the red state list. That would be going to their new red countries. So, the new red country. So, yeah. Who wouldn't, Patrick? You, the left, the right? I think a lot of right-wing people would support it. I'm not sure about the left, though. The left have not given a straight answer if they would support the It depends if the federal government got weakened enough. If there was a collapse in the economy, yeah, it could happen. It's not. I'm asking Logan, would you support it or not? I'm asking now. Let's just make it a scenario. Would you support it or you wouldn't? Let's say the national divorce was about to come and the votes were in. Okay, it was starting to vote. Would you vote for national divorce or you would vote no? Logan. Simple question. I'm not getting straight answers here. Yeah. Well, sorry. Yeah. Well, Patrick, you said no. Logan, I'm talking to Logan. All right. So true. Okay, you vote no. Okay, Ryan. All right, we're starting to see a pattern here. Yeah. Well, I think the right would be eating them and the left would be sitting on them. Well, I think that ends our poll there. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So true, Fred. All right. Well, I think this concludes my stream. Yes, I'm about to move on. Um, all right. Well, I think this concludes my stream. I got my answer. I think the left would nominally vote no on national divorce. The left would be the right. They'd be mixed on the issue. Yeah. Well, I asked. I did the poll. Okay. I asked the left, would they support it, and they said no, they wouldn't support it. I got my answer. So I don't need to talk about it no more. All right. Well. All right. Well, Got a lot of likes. That's right, Sabrina. Do I have to repeat myself? The sacraments of health. I don't know. You really want me to? I don't want to do the question again. Yeah, maybe it's not working. Okay. Yeah, so that's one of the states that would go red. All right. Well, God bless you, and all glory goes. Yes, it is, big truck driver. You driving them big rigs? All right. Well. Oh boy. They're pretty independent, Sabette. They have their own electrical grid. Pretty not really. No, Stephen. All right. Well, I think topic's over. God bless you. All glory goes to God. It's been nice talking to you, but I have to go back into the realm of dreams.